Hello and welcome to a demonstration video of Orbiter 8. I'm making this video for anybody I know who's curious about what it is I'm working on but doesn't want to figure out how to use a Web3 Ethereum wallet to check out the game, which is a requirement. So I'm going to make a little recording. Alright, first I'm going to show you the website because I have been working on the website and I think it's looking very nice. And on this website I mentioned 4 demos. This one is the second one of the 4 demos. The first one introduced kind of a dynamically, not kind of, exactly a dynamically generated galaxy. As you move to the next star nearest you, the map automatically generates more adjacent stars for you to travel to. And then the second demo, whenever you move to those stars, it also generates all of the planets, the subsequent moons, and sometimes spaceports. And later in the game you'll be able to build and add those spaceports to planets, but for now they only generate in our own solar system around our own sun that in the game I call Sol. Demo 3 will introduce trade and Demo 4 will introduce war, and once these things are all together it will be a basic cohesive game and hopefully with a little bit of fine-tuning a fun one. Alright, I want to show off real quick just at the top of our new website. There's a little bit of animation and the assets and the animation are derived directly from the game itself. So let's check out the game. Down here on our 4 demos there are links for the playable demos. Demo 1, it's out there, it still exists, you can check it out if you want, but we're interested in Demo 2. I'm going to go to Demo 2 and here we are. If you were doing this you'd have to confirm with your wallet that you want to connect and whatnot, and it asks you, do you want to play? Do you accept your fate? Do you want to join C3 in exploring the galactic frontier? Absolutely, tell me more. Well, look at that. Because I qualify, they want to give me my own Orbiter 8 ship. Holy smokes. I'll take it. Alright, so what I've got to do is first I've got to sign up in the Minerva Galactic Network and tell them my name. Alright, I got to pick a name. So this is going to get recording to Robstein, the test network, and if you go play it, you'll see this character out there. So let's call this character something that's related to streaming, because I'm streaming. No, this is a video, a demoing. This is, the whole thing is a demo. I don't know. Why don't we just call him Tim? Yeah, we'll go with Tim because, why not? Sharp, pointy teeth. Register me. When you register this name, you cannot change it, and I may change how that works in the future. In fact, I'm deriving a complicated formula on that, and hopefully I can come up with something clever. But for now, it just works one time. All right, I'm registering. The request is now going out to the Ethereum network. I have this message up. Sometimes it stalls, doesn't work. My callbacks aren't all solid. I need to do a lot of refactoring of code now that I better understand how to communicate with a wallet, so that whenever it's in the middle of a transaction, I can give you an appropriate spinner or whatnot, and then when it's complete, immediately always catch that it's complete and refresh whatever needs refreshing to, make it work. But for now, every once in a while you have to hit refresh on the page. Now I don't know that it's been long enough that this is one of those times, but I'm going to hit it anyway, and once I do, the screen will go away. I just got a notice that the transaction went through and the screen has not reloaded, so I'm doing it. There we go. Greetings, Starship Commander. No, this is, we've accepted our fate. Let's try this one more time. Well, this is unfortunate. And these are the problems that I've been seeing on the Robstein network. You can't see the pop-up that I'm checking right now, but it says that this interaction was confirmed. So let's go take a look. There it is, success. So we should have recorded our name for that much Ethereum. And the client, there she goes. That kind of latency, I don't know why I'm seeing it. It's very disappointing. Alright, so we are now Commander Tim, and we want to launch a spaceship. We got to call our spaceship something. How about Spart. Oh my gosh, Sharp Point. Yeah, because of sharp, pointy teeth. We're going to take off. Here we go, Sharp Point. Alright, I'm getting the pop-up. Do I want to spend the 0.0002 Ethereum, and I'm going to confirm these are just transactions that go to the network. I'm not charging anybody anything for any of the moves you take. You simply have to pay the fees that the network require to process that transaction. And the more efficient I write the contracts, the lower those fees will be, which will, be what I attempt to do. All right, we've taken off. I see the client has not yet updated. I've gotten the transaction confirmation. I'm going to give it just a minute and see if the callback finally comes back. I don't know if this is my programming or something specific to the way the test network is running, or one of the libraries that I used, or if I'm out of date, or what. But I'll have to research it and figure it out for the subsequent demo. I didn't have latency issues of this nature with the first demo, so we'll have to see. All right, I'm going to refresh the screen and see if we come back with the screen we want. There it goes, just like we wanted. Callback didn't work. But I am Commander Tim, and I am about to join 8 commanders exploring 44 solar systems. So all that time that we just spent was doing one of two things, either getting my own avatar name or getting my ship's name. That should be a lot quicker process, but it is what it is for now. That's what it takes to get in and see what this is all about. So let's enter the game world. Here we go. Boom. It's loading. All right, we're looking good. There we are. Sharp point with Commander Tim floating around. What is this? Let's see. If we mouse over, this is Earth. And what's this floating over here? Well, that's the ISS. It's much bigger these days. And if we zoom out a little bit, we'll see, oh, over here's Luna. That's the moon. Let's check out the moon. Cool. That's the moon. And the owner is Coda. Well, that's me. That's because my other account, I've already claimed the Earth, which gave me access to the moon and to this port. So here's Sharp Point, my little ship. Let's see if we can find anything else here that is that's available to be claimed. This compass that surrounds whatever you have selected can be toggled here. There it is with it off. See, if I mouse over the Earth, it says Earth. If I mouse over the ship, it says ISS. And if I don't, it just, whatever is last selected is, there's the Earth. Then I'm going to toggle that menu back on. And if we scroll away, it doesn't have the cards on the side. If something's selected, these cards represent the item that's selected. And here, we can zoom in and out. So these are full controls, and these dots around the compass itself represent some other body, and that is the direction that body is from where you are now. So this is Mars in that direction. This is Jupiter, and for each planet, if it has a spaceport, it also has the port right there. So there's Tycho Station. So if I click on Tycho Station, it will take me there. On any of these, it will take me to whichever I click on. But what we're looking for is something that's unclaimed, and look at that. Right off the bat, Jupiter is unclaimed. So we're going to claim Jupiter as our planet. Claim it as your own. Okay, let's do this. And then again, I'm getting the pop-up for my wallet, and I'm clicking to confirm. The transaction's going into the network. And this is one of those transactions that, this is going to update when the transaction goes through, but I can go do other things if I wanted to. I'm going to go click on other planets because, my claim will get filed, my claim will come back. It doesn't mean I can't continue to make and submit other turns that aren't dependent on having claimed that planet. All right, let's zoom in here and take a look at this planet again. Well, I thought we had a ship. Oh, there's Sharp Point. Sharp Point jumped back over here to Earth. Oh, because we had a reload. Let's go back to Jupiter. Let's take a look at Jupiter. Probably over this direction. Nope, there it is, Jupiter. We'll go back to Jupiter. Still have a claimed planet. I'm going to do a refresh because I think something went incorrect. We're going to play. There we are. We're zooming in. Now, as I expected, the planet is circling around Jupiter. If I jump to Jupiter, now you see that we have the option to rename it. And we can transfer goods, build infrastructure. So rename Jupiter to, I'm just going to call it Jupy now. It used to be Jupiter, but in this day and age, we refer to it to Jupy. I mean, who wants to say all the time, yeah, I'm taking vacation to Jupiter, when you can just say, yeah, I'm taking a Jupy trip. All right, Jupiter is now Jupy. So I'm going to submit that, and we'll come back and check that later and see if that name change went through. But meanwhile, let's explore. Let me show you some of the other things going on. So King has claimed Venus. If I click this, it actually goes to the sun. And before I play with the sun, let's zoom out. Let's turn this off and just take a look. This is the Heliopause of the solar system. This is as far out as you can go. It just kind of disappears. zoom back in here, we can go over here in a corner and we can turn on that compass again and it'll show us where everything is. And as we move, you can see the compass is sort of like guiding us, telling us where the center is. And this always brings us to the star. But if we turn that back off, you got to, just kind of roam around here. You see a little cluster of planets there, some planets there. This is our solar system, representative thereof, right? The distances are a little more cartoony. But take you back to the sun, show you what this is all about. Jump to neighbor. Well, the whole purpose of an Orbiter 8 is to make an orbiter assist jump from star to star. It's the first ship ever created that can actually go to another star. Humans have long since colonized all of the planets, and there's trade networks all around the planet. So like we've built it out, we're stuck. There's no new empires left to build. But as soon as we can get to new stars, there's all these new planets to exploit. So let's jump to a star. Look at this. There are 12 different directions we can jump to from our own sun. All of these different star systems. So let's go to star system number 5. Here we are. There's the animation. I'm going to confirm to the blockchain that I want to do this. Now it's submitting my term. We are en route. We have spun around our sun and shot off into a new direction for a new star. I didn't come up with what am I trying to say? I don't know how long it's going to take to get there, and we just have this screen to show us. And with a little bit of luck, it's going to work when we get there. Let's listen to some music in the meantime, right? Let me put something on for you. Thanks to stockmusic.net. Oh, we're there. I'm just going to let that keep playing. We've made it. Where are we? Look at this. It says Sol. This is another glitch. Something in my reload didn't work, and I think something got cached because we just moved to a new system and it still says Star System 1. So here we go. We're going to refresh again. That was just, here we go. Just refresh. Boom. We're going to play. Now look, new star, Star System 5. These are the bugs, right? Like if somebody who's never experienced this before ran into that bug, they would be completely lost and confused as to what's going on in the game. But you, because you're watching this video, you know. Here is the sun for this star system. It has no name, and it looks like Simon Cat was already here before and has discovered this sun. Simon Cat can rename it if they want, but we cannot because we did not discover it. Now here's a planet out here, and it looks like it is unclaimed, but we don't have an option to claim it because that's the moon. Now you can't claim a moon, you can only claim a planet. Planet's right over here. Unclaimed, now we can claim. So yeah, we'll just claim this right here as our own. Oh look, I flew here just like I was supposed to. Alright, I'm going to commit this. One of the little features I wanted to have is each time you interacted with one of the bodies, your ship would go there because, you know, you clearly were there doing a thing. We should claim this one too while we're here just because we can. You know, whenever you play this game later, you'll see all these things that were claimed by this character. Alright, we're going to jump again. See, this jumps back to 1. This is how you get back to the sector that we came from. But notice in this star system, there are some missing holes. Like there are some places we can't go. And this 2, that was a place we could jump to from 1. We could get to 2. But we can also get here from where we are now on 5. And 5 gets to 7. 5 also gets to 39 and 41 and 43 and these. So let's go to 42 because that's life, the universe, and everything, right? That's the answer. So while we jump there, I think we need to play the music again. Oh yeah. I'm tempted to add music to it. It's just a web browser game. Sometimes people don't like it. But, you know, it could be fun. You know, the pace of the game is such that you could play it in a separate tab on the computer while you're doing other things. So, you know, you take some file and you flip over, take a couple of turns, and then while those get into the network, you go back to what you were doing. Ba-da-dum-dum. Well, this is a long trip. You know, flying through space, it's tough. Here we are. Oh, this time it worked. We're in Star System 42, just like we hoped. But now, if we take a look at the sun in this star system, the star, notice that it's discovered by Tim. That's us. So we're going to rename this star to Tim's star. Now anybody that flies through this star system is going to see that this is Tim's star right when they get here. So yeah, that's what you can do in this demo is you can fly to the edge of the solar system and claim things and name them. And that's as far as I've gotten. But all of these things are recorded to the blockchain. And that means it's all on chain. It's sort of like, it's just amazing. It's a distributed application. You could theoretically run the client off of a USB stick through an Ethereum browser connected to the network and play this game without any centralized server involved anywhere in the whole thing. It's just, it's a neat way to build unstoppable code, and it's a fun thing to explore. And, there's limitations on what you can build, but I'm exploring just what I can squeeze out of it. All right, where are we? Here we are. And what are we doing? We've renamed the star, probably. It hasn't gone through here yet. If I hit refresh, we can see if it did. Let's check. And every time you gotta hit play and jump back in here. There we are. Oh, there it is, Tim Star. All right, anybody that flies here will see Tim Star. This is delightful. So I will be working on updates to the client, and I'll try to fix as many bugs that are in the client as I can without having to change any of the contracts on the network. And what that will mean is all of the data will persist. They'll always be named Tim Star. But maybe I'll fix some of these bugs so that it feels more intuitive as you play, instead of, wondering, did it work? Do I have to hit refresh? Etc. All right, let's get back home. Before I stop the demo, let's just see if we can get back to home. So we don't have a jump from where we are to 1. Our lowest numbers are 5, 6, and 7. We know 5 had a link, so we'll just fly back the way we came. The thing is, these just because you can go one direction, it doesn't mean that you can go the other direction. It's a directed graph. So you might fly off into space and realize, shoot, to get back home, I've got to take an extra 17 hops. And every time you take one of those hops, it costs you just a little bit more ether to do it. In fact, while I'm waiting for this jump to complete, I might mention that all of what are going to be called NFTs and the non-fungible tokens in this game are the same. Every ship that you start with, that is to say, every ship that you start with, is effectively the same. Look at that. It did it again. We're going to refresh, jump back in. We should be in Sector 5. Or was that Sector 5? Was I too impatient? Sector 5, that's right. All right, let's jump home. So everybody starts with the exact same ship, so to speak, like the same stats. You get to give it a name, but it's fundamentally the same. And then as you play the game and you earn the ability to upgrade your ship, you can add more cargo holds. It'll look the same effectively, except for the scale. But you can change the inside of it to carry more supplies, to have better weaponry, better defenses, that sort of thing. Well, this one definitely didn't work. So we'll F5 that. Nothing even loaded because it didn't. It's just something's wrong. I'll fix it. The point about the ships all being the same is that no ship can have value above any others without that value having been created by the owner of that ship investing in it over time. And that's what will make the ships kind of a neat thing to have. And the planets as well. Like the assets from the game, well, the only cool thing you can get is something that somebody built up. It's a little bit of integrity. It's the first game I'm doing on the blockchain. I figure why not try to keep it clean, no silly gimmicks, no pre-mined assets, no, pre-sales on some sort of special items, just straightforward blockchain game. All right. Sharp point. It's back to circling the sun. In fact, why don't I move it on out here? Let's go to Jupiter. Let's go back to Jupiter since we own Jupiter. Maybe Jupiter's up here? Jupy. Oh, yeah, right. We call it Jupy now. And, I don't want to rename Tycho Station. Europa? Yeah, let's rename Europa to Europa Nopa. How about a Nopa? In fact, Inopa. Europa Inopa. And why? I don't know. I have no idea. But if I interact with this object, then I will likely as long as it gets tracked. And it doesn't track all of them, but I will likely get tracked as a celestial body orbiting this object. And if somebody else enters the game, this is where they'll see me. Alright, that's it. I'm out. It was a pleasure. Thank you for watching the video. I can't believe you've waited this long. Please consider going to orbiter8.com and joining any of my social media things. It's the best way to support me is to help spread the word and get people interested in playing it, you know, when it's finished in like a year or something. And, you know, I'll let you know when that happens. Thanks. Bye-bye.